Hey everybody, Hector here. Thank you for stopping by my channel. As you know, for the longest period of time, I've been doing a lot of hunting videos, and some of you are used to that. And we've kind of been morphing a little bit into a lot of the self-reliance type area, for self-preparedness, still outdoors environment type stuff. So one of the biggest things is that we're also continuing to do reviews, but you're going to see a lot more reviews on stuff that's going to help you to be able to take care of yourself, take care of your family, and at any time. So whether you're out camping or a situation where you have a disaster or you have to bug out, and you want to make sure you have the right equipment when you go. So as you know, let's begin. The last video I did was on the Kettle. And what's really cool about the Kettle is that I call it an all-in-one piece of equipment. And what I mean, you can cook with this thing, you can heat water, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. What's really neat about the Kettle is that it takes very minimal wood. So you don't have to sit there and worry about finding fuel. No electricity, no gas, no propane. That's not a big deal. And the amount of wood that it takes to cook with this is very, very minimal. So it's a very neat unit, but has a little bit of weight to it. Not gonna say it's a little weight, but it's really a little bit on the bulkiness side, as you can see. So if you're putting that in your go-to bag, it kind of makes it difficult. So I was asked, hey, what else can we use that's close to that can go in a bug out bag? And so amazingly enough, I got some feedback, and let's see here. This is my bug out bag I got right back here, by the way. Let's see, there it is right there. So yeah, my bug. I got a good compliment last week. Somebody said we were building something, and they asked for duct tape. They asked for the zip ties, tarp, and I had all that in there. And he says, you don't know, Hector, there's nothing he doesn't have in that bag. And so I've added, since the last bug out video I did while I was in Hawaii, some of those that saw that. So I'm going to probably update it and do another one. But let me tell you, there is something that's very cool in case you had to bug out and you wanted to go very minimalist. And what I mean by minimalist, here's a stove. This is a stove, if you can believe this. You're gonna there's not a stove in there. And this thing is less than a pound. It's I think it's about 14 ounces of that. It's a stove, believe it or not. It's the Uberleben. What I call it, a rocket stove. I'm gonna pull this thing out and share it with you, and that way you can see if it's something that you may want to have in your bug out kit, or as a backup emergency, for a way to be able to cook and not have to figure out how to do that stove. Before I show this to you, which you've all been used to for the most part, a lot of people are going to say, why are we trying to go minimalist? Why can't we not just go with, you ready? One of these, a little burner, and a little. There's the can, so for the fuel, for the isobutane for this, you could, but this runs out. And what do you do? What do you do when you run out? This is just a piece of lead, extra weight, paperweight. It's a paperweight. That's all it ends up being. So, if you want to be able to figure out a way to be able to take care of yourself and not, when this runs out, I recommend that you have one of these in your pack, and I'm going to show you why. So, not a whole lot to it. Look how thin that is. You see it? Very paper thin. But we're going to put this thing together real fast, and we're going to give it a try and see if it's something you want to have in your kit. Remember my last video? I said no electricity, no propane, no gas, no problem. So I'm gonna show you how this ought to be fun. Hold on. Let's put this thing together. It's like a puzzle. And I believe this is stainless, by the way. Somebody had asked me that question. Is it stainless? Yes, it is. And I believe, but it's also a puzzle piece. So you got to know how to put the puzzle piece together. So let's see here. Okay, we got that puzzle piece there. Okay, we have the bottom of it. Look at that, plenty of airflow in there. So which way does it go, George? Which way does it go? I'm thinking it goes this way. George says it goes this way. Okay, and that snaps into place. I got one more piece to put in, which is the front. I will put the front. And don't ask me what I'm trying to do there with my the default, not default. And let's see. This is, the puzzle is slowly coming together. Doesn't take that long to put this thing together. So as long as you're not me. Okay, there it is. That's it. It's as simple as that. It's what I call a rocket stove. In case you haven't messed with the rocket stove before, this is you put it across basically, so it's like your stove top. So if you want to put a pan up here, which we're gonna do, we're gonna cook some stuff, by the way. Didn't know you're gonna be cooking today. But we're gonna test something, and I hope it's good, because a friend of mine, I don't know him personally. We've met on Facebook, communicated a lot through the Texas Prepper Network, and really nice guy, super awesome guy, does a lot of great videos, and he's just a really nice guy, and so it's really neat to be able to meet the owners of certain companies that are putting out product. And his product we're going to be trying today is the company is called Freeze Dried Texas, and that's really cool because we're here from Texas, and so we want to support local businesses, and that's what I want to do. So I'm hoping this is going to be good. David, don't yell at me. But I'm going to give a real honest assessment. But I'm hoping. But let me tell you why I'm excited about this kind of meals. And we're going to start going. Before we talk about this, let's get this thing going first. So what do we need to do? Let's see. Oh, I am going to get one thing. Hold on a second. We got to be able to light it, right? I got my matches. Okay. What we're going to use, this is the I am old. Okay. If you want to laugh. I'm going to put my glasses on because I am old. But this is the Dura Flame Fire Starter Cubes. A box has about 18 of them in, and it costs about less than $5. I think at for something at Walmart, and you get 18 of them. So I'm not going to sit here. By the way, some of you have seen me with my knife and my rod starting things up, starting fires up. So which I like going bushcraft and doing that. But for today's purposes, we're going to use one of these, and so we're going to go ahead and get one of these puppies. And you know what's funny? I've never used one of these. This is a first for me. So we're gonna set here, and you know, I'd love to hear what your experience is on these. If you had a good experience with these, do me a favor. Let me know. Put it in the comments there. Tell me what you think of these Dura Flame fire starters. And let me tell you what while we're prepping all this too. What's really cool, and I think you guys will see as we go here, is, man, look at the wood I'm using. Very minimal wood. It's all small wood, but I'm going to put it all in here, and as you can see, all this wood here, it's off of branches and stuff. It doesn't take that long to collect this. You don't have to have these big old logs, you know, when you're cooking out of this little stove, which is the really cool thing. So it only takes small wood, small kindling to be able to cook with this. So I'm looking forward to this because, like yourself, there's plenty of branches everywhere that you can just break up and put right in there and start cooking. So we're gonna see how this thing works. Hopefully it works pretty good. Hopefully I don't make a liar out of myself of saying this is a great product. I've not had the chance to actually run this one myself. I've dealt with quite a few people that have, and they like it because it's very minimal as to what you need to be able to start to be able to cook. And it's all stuff you can find everywhere. It's a little harder to find, you know, to cut up big wood and to start a fire. This right here makes it really nice. Let's see. Okay, so let's get this lit here real quick. Again, never lit one of these things, so we're going to see how this one works. We're going to see how this works. See if this actually burns pretty good. Isn't this cool? It comes in this case. This is cool. I don't care who you are. This is cool. So we're gonna put it right down here. Look at that. Look at that. I like this little fire starter. This is kind of pretty cool. Let me turn this around for you. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's working out really well. That's working out really well. I'll put my matches back in my bag here. I also, while this is starting, well, hold on a second. Let's do a bit more. Let's do a bit more. Let's throw some more in here because we want to make sure we have plenty of fire to cook. Well, we're not cooking, right? I guess, but we are going to boil some water, and so we want to make sure that we had plenty of stuff in here burning. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! It's already started. It's already started. It's already started. Man, this is way cool. I'm loving it already. I am loving it already. I haven't done anything yet. All right. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that, everybody. Look how much wood I used. I want to get a little bit of wood, and I've got a nice little fire going already. This is very, very, very cool. Take off the glasses. I know. I'm looking way older than I should. Let's put these in here. This is, look at this. And not only can you cook with this thing, because basically you've got a stovetop here, by the way. You got a nice little fire to keep yourself warm too. Doesn't take a whole lot of wood either. Oh, this is great. And I actually went in a couple of branches and broke them all up, and already got them set up here. Pretty cool. So, but I'm also going to test something today. I want to test this today. This will be fun. Yeah, I picked it up. It was on sale, and I figured, you know what? I want to test it. Hold on a second. Hey, got a car that decided to drive all the way up here, and seen me here with the fire, and turned around and left. I don't know why. You should feel. Oh, look at this. Tell me that's not a cool little flame going on in here. That is very, very, very cool. Yeah. All right, so let's talk some more. So again, like I was saying, I met David through Texas Preppers Network. Is that what it is? I think it is. I have a bunch of different ones that I'm a part of, and he makes his own freeze-dried products out of his home, and he's a new startup. I believe started up this last year, I believe. And you know what? Again, you have to support local businesses, and I'm pretty excited to support him on this one. Why did I order from him? Let me tell you. There's a company I order from all the time. I've been ordering for a long time. It's their Thrive Life. No, again, no support from them, nothing. So not sponsored in any way from them. But we ordered that for our fruit preparations. What's cool about them? They used to have small packets of meals that they did, and I love them. They were great small packets that I can get that I can throw in the pack. I can have 10, 15. It wouldn't take up no room in my pack. Well, they stopped doing those. Now they only do the big number 10 cans and the smaller cans as well. So we still order from them, but they don't sell these packets of food anymore that I can find anyway. So I guess it wasn't enough demand for whatever the case may be, which is sad. So you have Mountain House, you have all these different ones, but I like the idea of a small packet of food that I could throw in there for several days that'll cover me. So I noticed his packets. They're about the size that I was looking for. This is great. They're great for campers if the food is good, right? So great for campers. So we're going to try that. This one, I don't know. What, let me tell you what this one is. This one is the cheese enchilada casserole. And I'm not sure what else it says on there. It's something in sauce. So even with my glasses, I can't read that. American rice and red sauce. That's what it says. So, and it tells you some things here in case you're allergic. So contains the following allergens: eggs, nuts, soy, peanut, milk, wheat, fish, shellfish. And so they started the company. They do it, like I said, they do it right at their own home. Some good stuff. He's an ex-veteran, so a veteran-owned and operated company. This is very cool. I'm looking forward to trying this. All right, so I talked enough. So in order for us to be able to, now you can do it multiple different ways. We're gonna heat up our water this way today. We're doing it this way. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. It fits in there perfectly. So we're gonna go ahead and throw some water in there, because I also want to test how long it takes to boil this water. So, and by the way, it says that I use 1 to 2 cups, 1 to 2 cups for the food. So we're going to start off with 1 cup, and we'll go from there. And and I really want to test my little whistle here. See how long it takes to. Oh, look at this. Oh, what do you guys think? This is kind of pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, you can't beat this. This is a neat dealio here. Let me turn it around a little bit. And I'm going to turn it a little bit so I can keep feeding the fire. I can see where I'm going to keep stoking my fire here. I hear the water. I hear the water. I can't wait to hear the little whistle blowing. All right. So, tell me about your experiences. What are your camping experiences like? You know, tell me about. Here's what I'd like to hear from you guys. Why is this thing really cool to me? I'm going to tell you why. Let's say you have a, here in Texas last year we lost power for quite a while. Some people had no way to cook. No way to cook. No, they had no power, so they couldn't run their stove because it was electric, and some of them had gas. They were able to cook on their wood stoves, but some of them don't. Some of them didn't have gas. They just had electric, and they lost electricity. So how were they able to cook? In fact, some of them were not able to. That was kind of the problem. Oh, this is so cool. So that was kind of the problem, because they were not able to cook. So this is awesome. This is awesome. A little bit of my plastic now. This is cool. Better ease up on my wood. Look at that. Look at that flame shooting out the side. This is kind of freaking cool. So anyway, some of them were not able to be able to cook. They were not able to keep themselves really warm either. Boy, this thing's all the way up here. Look at that. Maybe I put on too much wood. I may have put on too much wood. I don't know. Woohoo! Don't do it like me. Don't go burn yourself. Yeah, I better ease up on the. Let's let her burn a little bit. This is kind of cool. I can't help it. This is really neat. So anyway, some of them were not able to take care of themselves. They got too. They couldn't get on the roads. They went to try to go get water, and they couldn't get water. They tried to get some food, they couldn't get food, and nobody was delivered because a lot of stuff were closed. So some people were really affected really negatively. So what do you do in case of an emergency? Do you stock a ton of wood, and are you able to even do that because you? Well, actually, some of the people couldn't even have a place to no fireplace, no wood burning stove, none of that. How much wood would they store? Did they have a fire pit to be able to cook in the backyard? Were they in an apartment? Were they allowed to or not? Imagine having this in your in an apartment, in your patio. You'd be able to still do something with, and it doesn't take a lot. Look, this is a bunch of little wood that I went and got off the branches and stuff, which you can collect real easy. So, okay, here we go. All right, everybody, take a look. Look at that, everybody. It's working. Oh, I like these little pots. Very cool. The water is done. All right, so now it's time to test the food. But in order to test the food, we need a cup of water. And as you know, I'm blind. So let's see. So we're gonna open this up here. Oh, open this up here. And we're going to pour in. Oh, make sure I got this right. We're going to pour in 8 ounces of water. Ooh. That's 8 ounces of water. All right. 8 ounces of water. Woo! Careful, make sure you have a handle. It's hot. All right, and it says, we open it up. We open it up. So we're going to open this up. And moment of truth. David, it's almost there. Almost there. It's almost there, David. Now let me tell you something. What sucks is when when you're me and you've had COVID and you've had COVID and your sense of smell and taste is way off. So it's probably a bad day to be doing it, but we're doing it today. So let's go ahead and pour this in here. Pour this in here. There we go. Pour that in there. Hopefully it's not too hot. All right. So pour that in there, and we need. You gotta have your camp spoon. You gotta have your camp spoon. And it said, ooh, actually, smelling pretty good. Oh yeah, right now. It's smelling really, really good. So far so good. So far so good. Freeze-dried Texas. Freeze-dried Texas. Let's see. And now mind you, it says to mix it up. Mix it up really good. And then we're going to close it up for about 10 minutes. See how it does. Let it sit. So I only put one spoon in there. I mean one cup in there. So that's it. And it said, what did it say? Seal it back up. Okay, the sealing thing is easier said than done. Did it seal? Did I seal it? Let's see. I did. So we're going to set the timer for about 10 minutes. So we're going to make some hot chocolate meanwhile. Got to make some hot chocolate. So what do you use for your hot chocolate? What is your cup? Where's my cups? Well, this will do. This is my other cup. So we need to get some hot chocolate in here. Oh boy. What do you guys think? What do you guys think so far? Give me your comments. Give me some notes down there. What do you think of the rocket stove? This is the Uberleben rocket stove. I'll wash this thing off. So tell me what you think so far. Again, I'm going to go ahead and throw some more wood on here, and then what we're going to do is I will be back in about 10 minutes when the food is ready, and we're going to see what the freeze-dried Texas is all about. And I need to cut that one up a little bit better. See you in a bit. Whew. All right, it's been 10 minutes. But before we dig into it, I forgot. I accidentally spilled my water. So we're going to fill that back up right there. And we got my hot chocolate. I didn't forget my hot chocolate. Okay, let's not waste anything here. Get that burnt up. Here's my hot chocolate. My hot chocolate's oh yeah. Waste not, want anything. Let's put that in there. Now let's go ahead and mix my hot chocolate up so I have something to drink. Oh yeah. Ooh, I'm loving my little fire. Ah, this is great. Oh, I don't know what you guys think. I'd love to hear your comments on what you think on the little Uberleben camp stove here. Like I said, I'm loving it. But what we're going to do, move it over a little bit so you can see. We're going to open up. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh yes. Getting some ashes in my coffee, my chocolate. Let's see. Oh yeah. Still want to keep my burners going, and keep that fire stoked. So as we sit here and test the woo-hoo-hoo. Hot. All right, learn that as well. All right, moment of truth. All right, my chocolate is well mixed. Wow. Hot chocolate. All right, let's open her up. Oh man, let's open her up. Ooh, what do we call this? Cheese enchilada casserole. Smells some good spices in there. Still got my cough. Obviously, I'm just barely getting over my COVID, and so, it smells good. Moment of truth. That is spicy. I like it. It's a Texas made. I was nervous. Didn't know how it was going to taste. And when you like a guy you communicate with on Facebook, Mr. David, you don't want to give a bad review because you know how you get along after that, right? But I don't have to, because it's good. It's good. I like the spiciness. I like the seasoning. Not super spicy, but it's enchilada, and it's got good. It is spiced very well. It's good. Seasoned very well. Ooh. I'm liking it. Don't burn yourself. Don't do like I do. Do not burn yourself. Oh, I don't know what you guys think. You know what? The Uberleben. The Uberleben rocket stove. Not very expensive. These are really cheap, and I love it. But again, it folds up into this little bag. It goes right in your pack. Takes up almost no space, and the weight. I think it's 14 ounces. I think is what it is. You can't beat that. That's pretty cool. So again, going back to my last video, I said it's hot, by the way. Hot as in heat, because put boiling water in there. After 10 minutes, it's still warm. But this is really good. I like those spices. The spices are really good. Lots of cheese. I love the cheese. I love it. Oh, stop eating. I'll stop eating so I can tell you exactly. So again, no electricity, no gas, no propane. It's not a problem. Here's a little simple thing that'll help you be able to cook wherever you're at. And you're someplace that you can't have a generator running, so you can run the stove or run an electric griddle, or but you just can't get propane. Here's a good option. It's a real small unit, and guess what? You can walk around, get some branches. It's just all kindling, and it doesn't take a whole lot. Very little. It takes very little. This is really neat. So, by the way, if you're going camping, or if you're in a bug out bag, man, this is perfect. If you have, like I showed you before, you can be one of those individuals that has the little camp stove, but once you run out of the fuel, it's done. What if you're stuck out someplace for a long time? You're done. you're never done with this. You'll always be able to cook with this, and it contains it in a small area, which makes it flipping great. And so, man, great emergency stove. You gotta love this. This is definitely, it's part of my pack. It's never coming out of my pack. Well, except when I do this. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new. I hope it helps you. And me, I'm gonna keep on eating. David, dude, outstanding job on the meals. This is great. And for those that want to know, the reason I bought from David, it's not because of the because I talked to him on Facebook, but and on those pages, it's because this packet is exactly what I want to be able to carry in my pack. You want a 72-hour pack or 72-hour kit or whatever you're bug about. You want some meals that are light and easy to carry, freeze dried, and very comparable to what you pay for in getting Mountain House, getting some of these other ones. Very comparable, and gives you, and oh, by the way, gives you some more options. This casserole, this enchilada casserole, cheese casserole, is really, really good. And let me tell you, more options the better, right? More different taste options. And by the way, this tastes really good. This is something you'd be cooking on a regular stove in a casserole, and oh man, it's good. It really is good. So again, this is if for freeze dried, look them up. Look up freeze dried Texas, and get yourself an order from Mr. David. And I'm losing my fire. I'm losing my fire. We got to get it stoked back up. We got to get it stoked back up so we don't lose it. But again, go on his site, order some meals, try them out. Try them out. You don't have to order a bunch of them. You know, I'll be honest with you, I only ordered a few in the so I can test it. Here's the deal. Here's the deal, everybody. You can't be that person that finally, when something happens, is when you finally taste it. And excuse the language, but it tastes like shit. And you know, shit's no good. So you want to make sure that you have tasted your meals before you ever actually have to use them, because you may be very unhappy. And I tell you what, if I was opening it up and eating this, I'd be okay. I'd be happy. Wow, that is good. Freeze dried Texas. Freeze dried Texas, Mr. David. It's David Weeks, I believe. Weeks. So look him up. Look him up. Order you some. Get yourself an Uberleben camp stove. Oh, this is so cool. Look at, man, I've got a nice, awesome fire off of a live stove. Okay. Oh, wait. The hot chocolate. Is it hot? Is it still hot? No, let's see. The Uberleben, Texas freeze dried Texas, and hot chocolate. We'll see ya.